Alright guys, today we have a 2008 Toyota Sienna and we're going to be changing the rear brake pads. These brake pads, the customer requested. He had a little bit of life, but he requested to change it. And if you're doing the opposite side, well, you are going to have to do the opposite side. The procedure is the same on both sides. So I'm going to be showing you this side. This is the driver's side, rear. If you have a Toyota Camry, any other Toyota, similar setup, it's the same procedure, alright? So just to change the brake pads, you need to remove the bolt down here. It's a 14mm and 14mm, right? You don't need a lot of tools, and all you do is, sometimes it will spin from inside like that. Let's try the top one. Alright, if that happens, I'm gonna go get another wrench or a vice grip. You're gonna have to hold the inside and then turn the outside, alright? So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went and got another 14, so it's like a 14 on a 14. So you put that in there and you turn it with the other one and you break it loose, alright? Same thing here, right? It's a lot of dirt in this, so it's hard for this wrench to go in. Same thing, alright guys? You're gonna turn it. So once you break it loose, all you need to do is turn it out by hand. Like that. It's a very small job, but you just have to have patience and take you a little bit of time. Don't rush through it, just do it right. And then you're gonna lift this caliper out, all right? It should come right out, and then you could just place the caliper up here. Don't let it hang, all right? So like I said, he still had a little bit of brake, but he want to change it. So all you do is you remove both of the brake pads, the sensor on the inside top, right? That's how they put on, and that's how we're gonna put it. All right guys, so next what we need to do is, once we get the brake pads, sometimes they don't have the hardware kit with it, but I'm waiting for the brake pads, so meanwhile I'll just clean it just in case. It's very important for you to clean this surface. Alright, if you don't clean this, the brake pad might not stick in there properly. A lot of times the mechanics hit it from the back to put it down. That's not a good idea. If you have to hit the brake pad in there, the brake pad is going to be jammed, alright? So make sure your brake pad is not jammed, alright? So what we're going to do next is, let me bring my camera up a little bit. Alright, now what we're going to do next is, this wire brush, this is a soft wire brush, very soft. Just remove as much as you can, alright? And guys, after that, if you're using a C-clamp, you could put a brake pad here or the older brake pad and compress it, but I have this tool here. This tool is the size of that piston, so I don't need to put a brake pad there. So what I'll do is, I'll compress this in. And I do have the reservoir cap open on the fluid because this is gonna push the fluid back. All right guys, and next what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go get a small rag and we're gonna go back down. We're gonna remove these pins, the sliding caliper pins, and we're gonna put grease on both of these, all right? And let me go get a rag and I'll be right back. I got my little rag here. So all we're gonna do is, sometimes they're stuck like these are. These are not stuck, but they're just, the rubber piece inside is just holding them too tight. If you need to, put the wrench on and turn it. All right, and that should just release it a little bit. Same thing there. All right, I'm using the gear wrench as my little tool to pull it out. You can use a flathead to just push them out. Alright guys, I got this one out. So we're gonna put grease on this. So let me get some grease. All you're gonna do is put some synthetic grease or brake grease. Don't put too much either. You know, you don't want to go crazy with the grease. And once you put grease on this, should be easy. You see how that it moves? Just catch the rubber boot in there. I'll do that in a minute, and I'll do the same thing here. Let me clean this one out. Some of these pins, guys, if you're doing the front brakes, some of the cars, they have like a little rubber boot there, little rubber piece. That's just a seal. It works like a compressed tool, and that rubber works like a seal, like it keeps the force out. So make sure if you took it off in the bottom, that one goes in the bottom. If it's in the top, make sure it stays in the top. All right, so we have a clean pin, king pin, clean pin, whatever you want to call it. So there you go. That should be enough grease, and I'll put this right back in there. All right, you see how that is pushing yourself out? That's how it's supposed to work. All right, make sure the rubber boot catches it. All right, guys, now we just gotta wait for the new brake pads, and we'll install the brake pads, and then we're done. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're back. We have the new brake pads here, and we're gonna install these brake pads. They go into this rotor here, and this should be a good, easy job. All right, guys, so again, the sensor goes on the side. Simple. You see how these brake pads went in easy? A lot of time people want to hammer these things. That's not a good idea, right? So the brake pad should go in easy. If it doesn't go in easy, just surface this. Just take a file and just surface the area right there. All right, and that's it. All right, and if you want, I would like to tell you, or you should be putting a little bit of grease here. This is gonna give lubrication to the piston and the caliper. All right, guys, and then after that, pay attention to this cable. All right, don't twist this cable and put it in. All right, and to put this in, these pins, you're gonna have to push these in as you're putting the caliper on, because those pins are like already trying to come out on their own. All right, you see how I did that? Same thing in the bottom. Just push it in, and once you get it in, I had the caliper too long. It was hitting on the edge here, the pin, so I just lifted it up and pushed it in. All right, guys, next we're gonna put the two number 14 bolts. Make sure you catch it by hand first. All right, guys, now we're gonna tighten these. All right, to tighten this, same procedure. All right, try tightening it. If it tightens good, if it doesn't, if it spins from inside, just hold it with the other gear, a wrench. All right, you see it moved. All right, so I'm gonna tighten this by holding that inside. All right, it's 14 on 14, so same thing. I'm not even gonna bother trying to get this without it. Same thing here, guys. There you go. All right, just double check, because sometimes this you see how I had the wrench in there, that probably not even gonna let it snug in there properly. So this is good. All right, guys, and if you want to torque it, you should be torquing it. This is just for educational video. All right, guys, I am gonna double check everything here and torque this. All right, and I didn't tighten these too tight yet. But however, if you have any questions, you can message me. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any other question, any other repairs, please just send me a message. All right, and after this, you have to pump the brake pedal. After you complete both sides, before you start, the pedal will be soft, and make sure you get it nice and tight in there, and put the cap on, and that's it. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and bye bye, and subscribe.